Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. We're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on Facebook.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. Hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly awesome and amazing ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. Hashtag one on YouTube. Tonight we have with us, introduce yourselves, guys.
My name is Cole Farris.
Okay.
And I'm Justin Farris.
Cole and Justin Farris, ladies and gentlemen. So Cole and Justin, let's talk about your racing career. Where did it all start for you guys?
So it all started at, we went to see a bunch of trucks, and then we saw a quarter midget, and the sign said, come watch your kid drive.
Okay. So what was it like for you guys to climb behind the wheel of a race car for the first time?
So it was really fun at the time because we had never even experienced anything like that. It was just a learning experience. Like for the first time that we got behind the wheel, it was so much fun, right, Cole?
Yeah.
So were you guys a little bit nervous at all or not?
I was a bit nervous on my first race.
Okay. So when you guys got into your car for the first time, you guys started out with, I believe it's Red Rookie, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So did you guys have instantaneous success coming into Red Rookie or not?
Yes.
I did.
Okay. And then how many races did you win in Red Rookie?
I would have to say around 5 or 6.
5 or 6? How about you?
I didn't race Red Rookie for as long as him, so I won, I think, 3.
3? Okay. Very cool. Then you guys moved into Blue Rookie, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what happened when you got into Blue Rookie? Did you guys win right away or did it take a little while?
So he won right away because we didn't know that he had.
Well, basically what happened is we moved up to Blue Rookie and I started winning. But before I even got out on the racetrack, I actually ended up hitting the wall in practice.
Ooh, not good.
Nope.
So when you got out, okay, then when you got into Blue Rookie, how many races did you win in Blue Rookie after you had that minor incident?
I believe 10, which is about half
10?
the season.
And how about you, Cole?
Around 8.
8? Okay. All right. So then, okay, when you got into Blue Rookie, you said you wrecked the first time out, right, Justin? You kind of had a little bit of a wreck. Okay. Did it take a little while to get used to a different category?
Yes, it did. It was a lot faster than Red Plate. It was almost double the speed. So it definitely took a little while to get used to.
Okay. How about you, Cole? Did it take a little while for you to get used to it too, or?
It took me about 2 or 3 races to get used to.
2 or 3 races. Okay. So then after you guys get done with Blue Rookie, you moved into, what was your next category?
I moved into Junior Honda. He was Senior Honda.
I did 3 races in Junior Honda.
Yeah.
Okay. So with your 3 races in Junior Honda, Justin, did you have a little bit of success there or not?
Just a little bit a tiny bit. So
okay.
I think I got 3rd place in one of those races.
3rd place in one of those races.
I was racing with a lot better people than the ones that I was before.
Okay. How about you, Cole? Did you have a success when you moved into that Junior Honda?
I won about 10 or 11 races in Junior Honda.
What?
10 or...
Yeah.
Wow.
And yes, I was racing, just like Justin, I was racing with a lot better kids than me.
Okay. So Justin and Cole, okay, what classes are you guys racing now?
So I'm racing Junior Animal and Light 160.
Junior Animal and Light 160. Okay. And how about you, Justin?
I am racing Senior Honda and Light World Formula.
Okay. So have you guys won a lot of races in them 2 classes?
I have not won yet, but I'm very close to winning.
How about you, Justin?
I won 4 Yeah, 4 races in senior Honda, and we're still working on the World Formula because we just started racing that this year.
Okay. Have you guys run into any problems with your race cars this year at all?
Not yet.
I
Not
have.
yet.
So at our track, we don't have enough people to run a single class for light World Formula and heavy World
Okay.
Formula.
Okay.
So my car has to be a lot heavier than it would usually be because
Okay.
we only have 2 light World Formulas and 3 heavy World Formulas. So
Okay.
I'm racing with kids that are heavier than me and know how to drive those cars better than me.
Okay. Not a problem. How about you, Cole?
In light 160, I just started a few races ago, and I'm getting used to the car. It's a lot faster than Junior Animal, and
Okay.
yeah, they're a lot better than me. They've been racing since a couple seasons ago, like 4 or 2.
Okay. Okay. So Justin and Cole, okay, let's talk about, okay, what is the worst thing you would have had happen to you as race car drivers?
So out of the corner in Junior Honda, I was passing somebody. No, he was
Okay.
passing me. He came up a little too high, and I flipped going into the corner, and there's a mark
Ooh.
where I flipped.
Not good. Not good. How about you, Justin?
So the worst thing that probably happened to me, I actually had 2 things in the same race. So I flipped first,
What?
and then everything was fine. The car was fine, so I went back out. And then about 6 or 7 laps later, my left rear wheel actually came right off the car.
Ooh.
And I did a sort of like a 360 into the wall and hurt my nose a little
Ooh,
bit.
ooh, oh, okay. So when you guys both flipped, did you guys get a little dizzy after you flipped a little bit and stuff like that?
I was more nervous than dizzy. I'm like, oh my gosh, what just happened? And I was the tiniest bit dizzy
How about you, Justin?
because I spun and then I flipped.
Okay. Justin?
I wasn't more so nervous because the safety in those cars is like really good. So
Okay.
I was fine right away, but I'm really like nervous about like, is the car okay? Am I going to be able to get back out there?
Okay. Okay. So with that being said, so what type of chassis are you guys racing?
I raced one bull rider and one Nerva.
Okay.
And I raced 2 bull riders.
Okay. So Cole, you race Bull Rider and Nerva. Which one do you like better, or do you like them both about the same?
I would have to say I like the bull rider better.
Okay, okay, okay. So so have you guys done any national races at all?
No,
No.
not yet.
No.
Not yet. Okay. Are you guys getting ready to embark on some national races coming up next year?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. So let's talk about when it comes to you working on your race car, who shares that the responsibility of working on your race car?
It's sometimes me. It's dad, and it's very rarely me.
Okay. How about you, Justin?
I usually work out there with my dad, and I try and learn as much as I can because
Okay.
it's a learning experience for me, and I don't really know how to do that much.
Okay. How's the communication between you guys and your dad as far as you tell him what's going on with the racetrack and what you need to do with the race car?
Yes.
I would say it's pretty good, but when we started, it definitely was like we didn't know what we were talking about, but now it's definitely gotten a lot better and we can actually communicate now.
Okay. Okay. So Justin and Cole, let's talk about your 5-year plan with the racing. What is your 5-year goal with the racing? Where do you want to go with it?
I want to go with it to Justin, can you go first? Or do you
Yeah.
wanna do?
So in 5 years, so what I really want to do is I want to win a points championship
Okay.
for either of my classes.
Okay.
And I would like to win a national race in both of my cars.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So, being as you guys have those goals, okay, now let's scan out a little bit further. Let's go to 10 years. What do you guys want to do in 10 years with your racing careers?
Um, I would like to.
10 years, you'll be how old?
18. So
19.
I would like to be. I would like to win a race in Legends.
Okay. How about you, Justin?
I would like to start racing Legends at the big track that's actually right next to ours because it seems
Okay.
like it would be fun and they're a lot faster than quarter midgets.
Okay. Okay. So have you guys done any testing in Legends at all or checked things out with Legends?
No.
Not yet. We're not old enough
Okay.
to drive one yet.
Okay, okay. So okay, guys, let's talk about who is your racing hero? Who's that favorite race car driver of yours?
My favorite race car driver is Gwen Trimmer.
Okay.
And my favorite race car driver is Martin Truex Jr. He's
Okay.
always been like an idol to me. And I think, when was it? June, we went to Pocono.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got my hat signed by him and a whole bunch of
Very
other.
cool. Very, very cool. Very cool. So what was it like to go to the NASCAR race in Pocono, you guys?
It was very, very fun and hot.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So Justin and Cole, let's talk about, do you guys have racing nicknames? What is your guys' racing nicknames at the track?
My nickname is Cole's a Black Fat Flash Farris.
Okay.
I haven't gotten myself a nickname yet. I'm still deciding on what I want to be.
Okay. Okay. I'm the Full Throttle rock star. So there you go. So, okay, let's talk about your sponsors. Who do you get for sponsors on your race cars?
So we are sponsored by Hoosier Daddy Quarter Midget Tires and Parts, GSS Industries,
Arbond, Clayton Associates, GSS Industries,
and we'd like to say a special thank you to Letterer Motors.
Okay. So are you guys still looking for sponsors for your racing teams?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
If you guys are out there going to be watching this, ladies and gentlemen, and you want to help Justin and Cole Farris out in their racing team, reach out to Lewis Farris and Justin and Cole, and maybe you can help sponsor their racing team as they get further into their racing careers. So Justin and Cole, let's talk about when it comes to racetrack and stuff like that. Is there certain things like, do you have superstitions, like things you will and won't do on race weekend?
Yes, I definitely do. So one of the things I always hate doing is wrecking people. I never like to do that, and I never try and do it on purpose. Most of the times it's always on accidents, and again, I try and avoid doing that.
Okay, okay. Okay, and Cole?
And I'm basically the same as him, and I try to avoid being wrecked myself. And and my dad buckles me in.
Okay, okay. Let's talk to the guy right behind you guys here that just moved in here.
That's Landon.
Landon, how's it going?
Good.
Let's talk about your racing career a little bit, Landon. Okay. How did you get into quarter midget racing?
It all started when my brother started racing.
Okay.
I started racing at 4 years old.
Okay. So what class of quarter midgets do you race now, Landon?
Junior Honda.
Okay. So when you first got into quarter midgets, were you a little bit scared or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So Landon, now that you're racing junior Hondas, what is the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
What's the worst wreck you've had?
When me and my friend Brody were racing, he came up and he locked my right front, and I almost flipped.
Ooh. Oh boy. So do you help with your dad working on the race car, Landon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Landon, do you have a racing nickname?
No.
No. So Landon, let's talk about, okay, what do you want to do in 5 years with your racing career?
What do you want to do in 5 years with your racing? She was 17.
No, 5 years.
I
What class do you want
to race late models.
Late models, okay.
5 years?
How about in 10 years, Landon?
10 years, I'll be 16.
I would probably race in NASCAR.
Okay. Whoa, okay. So Landon, who is your favorite race car driver?
Kyle Busch.
Okay. Have you ever met Kyle Busch?
Have you ever met Kyle Busch?
No, but I have. We have went to Pocono, and I
Okay.
did get to stand up and see him buy his car.
Okay, so Landon, do you race a bull rider chassis or what kind of chassis do you race?
I race a Storm.
A Storm, okay. Do you like racing the Storm car?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, okay, you three boys, Justin, Landon, and Cole, what do you like most about racing cars?
So I just like getting out on the track and racing with all of my friends. And if you win, it's an extra bonus.
Okay. And how about you, Justin?
Same thing for me. It's just all about there. It's all about getting there and having fun and getting to see your friends every week.
Okay, and Landon?
It's just fun getting out there with your friends and, having a little fun on the weekend.
Okay, okay. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this and you'd like to sponsor another kid on the racing show here too, you could sponsor Landon Farris too. Landon's probably looking for sponsors for his racing team also, right, Landon?
Yeah.
Okay, so Landon, Justin, and Cole, what do you guys have in your race car to help protect you from getting hurt?
So I have
a headrest
Okay,
that keeps my head straight so it doesn't hurt my neck.
okay,
And I have a helmet.
okay,
I have a Hans device so it
Okay.
protects my chest.
yeah,
My wrist strings that protect my wrist.
okay. How about you, Justin?
I have a Hans device that goes around my neck to keep
Okay.
my head straight. That way it prevents me from getting a concussion. And we have our little wrist restraints in the
Okay.
car that keep our hands and arms inside of the car. That way they can't get run over or anything.
Okay. So how about you, Cole?
I have the same as Justin and Landon.
Okay, okay. So, okay, boys, got a question for you. When you guys are at the racetrack, what do you guys like to eat at the racetrack?
I like to eat chicken and fries.
How about you, Landon?
I like to eat bacon for breakfast. Sometimes in the afternoon, after I race, I get really sweaty, and my mom lets me get a fresh Mountain Dew in the afternoon.
Okay. How about you,
And
Justin?
then on Friday night,
So I'm more of a breakfast person, so I usually like to get pork roll, leg, and cheeses there, and occasional ice
Okay.
pop.
Okay. So, what do you guys like to do when you're not racing then?
I like to talk to my friends and walk around.
Okay. Landon?
same, but we like to walk up to our fence that keeps our track away from the big track, and we
Okay.
like to get all the big cars.
Okay. How about you, Justin?
Me and my friends mostly hang out around the bleachers and are just watching the other races and just talking about a whole bunch of random stuff.
Okay. Do you guys have any big races that you've got left on your racing calendar for the year or not?
Yes, we do. We have the Turkey Derby, which is actually the last race of the year.
Okay. And when is the Turkey Derby for you guys?
So it is this big race around Thanksgiving, and it's this big race, so we want to celebrate the end of the season on
The first weekend in November.
and it's the first weekend in November.
Okay. Okay. So Justin, Landon, and Cole, let's talk a little bit too. Let's talk about what's the story behind your guys' race car numbers?
So mine is inspired by Martin Truex Jr. because
Okay.
he is another influence in my life.
Okay. How about you, Landon?
My car is inspired by Kyle Busch because
Okay.
he's one of my favorite drivers.
And how about you, Justin?
Mine is just more of like a personal preference. I'm the number 24 on my cars, and I've always just liked that number, and it's been lucky.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So Justin, Landon, and Cole, let's talk to a little bit about is there anything out there you'd like to say to the kids to help get them in a race car?
Sometimes they are very nervous, and I say if you just go out there and have fun, it will be a lot more fun than just being so nervous.
Okay. How about you, Landon? Do you have anything out there you want to say to the kids to get them in a race car?
Um, it's just getting out there, having fun with your friends.
How about you, Justin?
What I like to say is that you don't always have to go out there and try and win, or you don't have to go full throttle. You're always, once you start, you're always in it to try and learn it.
Okay. And what do you got? What is your guys' home track?
Our home track is Wall Stadium Speedway.
Okay. And what is your guys' favorite track to race on?
Oak Lane.
And mine is our home track, Wall Stadium Speedway.
Okay. How about you, Justin?
I like to race at Oak Lane Speedway because it's different, and the banking is definitely a lot higher.
Okay. So good luck to you guys next year with your racing careers, for one. Two, thank you guys very much for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing careers. What do you guys do to stay to get focused to go out on the racetrack?
So what I do is I just think about having fun and thinking about going and thinking about trying to win.
Okay. How about you, Landon?
I like to think about caring about my friends, and just winning is an extra bonus for you and your friends.
Okay. How about you, Justin?
Sometimes I have to remind myself what car I'm in because in the World Formula, you have to lift off of the gas. You can't stay full throttle the whole time. But in the Honda, it's the opposite.
Okay.
So what I like to do is once I get out in the car, we do warm-up laps at our track. So I take those warm-up laps and get used to that car.
Okay. So let's talk about the paint schemes on your car. What colors are your guys' cars painted?
So mine is black.
Okay. And Landon?
Mine has blue bars and black panels.
Okay. And Justin?
My World Formula is white and blue, and my senior Honda is purple and white.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool, guys. So thank you guys again for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing careers. At the end of your racing season, can I have you guys back on here again?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. With that being said, guys, I'll have you guys step out and I will call you guys in person in just a little bit. And thank you guys for being a part of the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing careers. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll let you step out now. Okay.
Yep. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Justin, Landon, and Cole Farris. I'd like to thank them and their racing team for being a part of the racing show with me tonight. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of racing news coming to you this way. Andrew Smith is going to go. He is going to run the dirt track, the short track dirt super series starting next year. So, congratulations to Andrew Smith and his racing team. Also, ladies and gentlemen, good luck to all the other race drivers that are racing this coming weekend. They've got that big dirt race down in Arkansas for the stock car drivers. Good luck to Dolan Murdy and everybody out there going to that race. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. And oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, go hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification button on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Talk to you later. Stop recording.